Good morning, everyone. We were doing the topic rational numbers. There are two definitions of rational numbers. The first we have done, that is a number in the form of p upon q. P and q are integers and q is not equal to 0. Second is a number is said to be rational if it is having terminating decimal point, and if it is not terminating, then it should repeat. These are the two definitions we have learned. We are concentrating for the second last exercise. We have started it from the last exercise. Last exercise में जो क्वेश्चन किया था हमने, उसके लिए हमने टर्मिनेटिंग वाला डेफिनेशन को फॉलो किया था. अभी अपन क्या कर रहे हैं? We are using the definition of rational number as a number in the form of p upon q. P, Q are integers. Q is not equal to 0 and P, Q are co-prime. This is the definition of rational numbers we have learnt. I also explained you the meaning of co-prime numbers. Co-prime number is different from prime numbers. Co-prime numbers क्या होते हैं? Two numbers are said to be co-prime if nothing is common in them except 1. If their HCF is 1, that is known as co-prime numbers. Okay? तो co-prime number होने के लिए numbers का prime number होना जरूरी नहीं है. अपने जैसे दो एग्जांपल ले लिया 4 and 25. 4 and 25 हम taking the number. One is 4, other is 25. ये numbers क्या है? Prime नहीं है, but they are co-prime. Nothing is common in them except 1. Clear? 4 and 25 factors of 4 are 2 into 2 into 1. 25 is 5 into 5 into 1. Highest prime which is common in these two is 1. Their HCF is 1. That's why 4 and 25 are co-prime numbers. Now we have learned the definition of co-prime numbers. The definition of rational number already you have learned, only this was new. Okay, only this was new, therefore I had explained that to you just now. Now, before doing a question from this particular exercise, we will write one theorem. Before starting the exercise, we will do one theorem. And the theorem is, if A be a prime number, A is a prime number. You know what are prime numbers? Prime numbers are the numbers which are exactly divisible by number itself and 1. किसी और के टेबल में नहीं जाता, 1 के टेबल में जाता है और खुद के टेबल में जाता है. Clear? If A be a prime number and if A divides P square, then A also divides P. This is the theorem. Copy the statement first. Statement of the theorem. If A is a prime number and this prime number is dividing P square. Dividing P square means if you divide this P square by A, we are getting the remainder as 1. Sorry, remainder as 0. Then the theorem says this A will also divide P. We'll take one example. Choose a prime number. Suppose we take a prime number 3. 3 is a prime number. We know that 3 is a prime number. This prime number is dividing 6 square. 6 square is 36. 36 को 3 से divide किया, then we used to get the remainder as 0. That means 3 divides 36, which is square of 6. The theorem says if 3 is dividing 36, which is the square of 6, then definitely 3 divides 6 also. यदि 6 का स्क्वायर को डिवाइड करता है तो 6 को भी डिवाइड करेगा. Clear? A difficulty there? If 3 is dividing square of 6, which is 36, then 3 is also going to divide 6, this number. But for this 3 should be the prime number. यदि prime number नहीं है तो ये true नहीं है. How can you say ये true नहीं है? इसके लिए एक example ले लेते हैं. इसके लिए भी एक example ले लेते हैं. Suppose we are taking 4. 4 divides 36. We know that 4 divides 36, which is square of 6. 4 we haven't taken as prime number, इसका prime number नहीं लिया है. तो जरूरी नहीं है कि 4 divides 6. जरूरी नहीं है कि 4 6 को भी divide करेगा, जरूरी नहीं है. That means it will be true only in case if this is a prime number. If 4 is a prime number, then only it is true, otherwise it is not going to be correct. Clear? Now after that, we will move to the questions of the exercise. Prove that root 3 is an irrational number. Here show root 2 is irrational number. To show this root 3 as irrational, we consider just opposite of it because we are trying to prove it by contradictory method. Contradictory method is let root 3 is a rational number. हमने क्या ले लिया? root 3 को एक rational number ले लिया. If root 3 is rational number, then root 3 can be written in the form of p upon q. P, q are integers. Q is not equal to 0. P, q are co-prime. This is the definition of rational number. We are proving it by contradictory method. Slightly difficult because it becomes too lengthy. All the steps you have to follow as it is in whatever way I am showing. हमको root 2 को irrational बताना था, तो irrational बताने के लिए हमने just opposite consider कर लिया. Suppose root 2 irrational नहीं है, क्या है ये? Rational है. Rational है तो इसको p upon q form में लिख सकते हैं. p q दोनों integers होंगे. q is not equal to 0. And last one which we have included, that is p q r co-prime. ये हमने पढ़ा हुआ है. Now we take square of both sides. Squaring both sides. If you are taking the square of both sides, root 3 whole square equal to p upon q का whole square. That means 3 equal to p square upon q square, or 3q square equal to p square. Class first equation in limit. Clear? I don't think you will have any difficulty. You copy it here because I don't have a space to write. As I said, it is too lengthy. It is too lengthy. Therefore, I am going to rub these steps. Therefore, copy it fast if you are not having any difficulty. It's not very difficult. It has to be shown as an irrational number. We have taken just opposite of it. Suppose this is not irrational. This is rational. If it is rational, then it can be written in this form: p q are integers, q is not equal to 0, and p q are co-prime. 4 steps we got here. After that, just we have taken the square of it and we have cross multiplied. Now, if I got a number 6, which is equal to 2 into 3, we can write 6 as 2 into 3. If 6 equal to 2 into 3, that means 6 is exactly divisible by 2, as well as 6 is exactly divisible by 3. Because prime factors of the 6 are 2 and 3, therefore 6 is divisible by 2, as well as 6 is divisible by 3 in case if you are getting the multiplication sign in between. If in between you are getting multiplication sign, they are factors. Therefore, the two factors of 6 are 2 and 3. You also p square is equal to 3q square we got. In between 3 and q square we got the multiplication sign. What you can conclude? 3 divides p square. If we got 2 into 3 equal to 6, that is 2 divides 6 as well as 3 divides 6. If 2 into 3 equal to 6, that is 2 divides 6 as well as 3 divides 6. Here also 3q square equal to p, that is 3 divides p square as well as q square divides p square. We'll take this 3, prime number will take. Clearly, 3 divides p square. The rule says if 3 is dividing p square, then 3 also divides p. Just now we have written one theorem before starting this question. We had written one theorem. If 3 is a prime number, we know that 3 is a prime number, and it is dividing p square, then 3 also divides p. This is the theorem we have written just before doing this question. That means 3 is dividing p. I'm going to rub till here, therefore just copy it. I require so many space to do this particular question. So copy it down fast, and the moment you are having difficulty, you raise your hand afterwards. I will explain that to you later on. In between, I cannot explain because the video is going on. I have to upload it for the other students, those who cannot watch. Therefore, I am not stopping it in between. You just raise your hand, I'll give the chance to you to ask the questions later on. 3 divides p square, then 3 divides p. If 3 is dividing p, if I got 2 equal to 3 equal to 6, if 3 divides 6, then we can write 2 into 3 equal to 6. 2 3s are 6. In the same way, if 3 is dividing p, then this p can be written as multiple of 3. If 3 is dividing p, then p can be written as multiple of 3. As we got 6 equal to 2 into 3. 3 divides 6, therefore 6 can be written as 2 into 3. Let p equal to 3m. Since p is divisible by 3, therefore p can be written as multiple of 3, 3 into m. We put this value of p in 1. This value of p will put in 1. And what is it? 3 into q square equal to p. In place of p, we will write 3m whole square. 9m square. Or q square equal to 3m square. Again, the same condition is applicable here. We got here q square equal to 3m square. That means 3 divides q square. And if 3 divides q square, clearly 3 divides q square. Then 3 also divides q. Now in this statement we got 3 divides q, and in this statement we got 3 divides p. Therefore 3 divides both p and q. It is dividing p as well as q. Both are divisible by 3. But p and q we have taken as co-prime. P and Q we are taking here as co-prime. Co-prime means nothing is common in them except 1. But here we are getting P and Q are having a common factor 3 we got. We are getting a contradiction. What contradiction we are getting? Both are Co-prime, nothing is common in them, and both are having a common factor 3. These two statements are not possible at the same time. Nothing is common in them, as well as they are having 3 common in both. Therefore, we are getting a contradiction. Our supposition is wrong. Our supposition is wrong. So root 3 is irrational. Whatever we have supposed is wrong. So root 3 is an irrational number. Whatever we have supposed, that is wrong. We have supposed root 3 is irrational, but we have supposed that is wrong. And if it is wrong, then root 3 is an irrational. That's it. This question has to be done. This is a very important question. It used to come in the examination of 3 marks. You have to follow the same steps for every question, no matter whether it is root 2, root 3, root 5 or something else. If it is given root 5, the procedure has to be followed as it is. If it is root 2, the same procedure has to be followed. If it is anything else, then everywhere you have to use the same method. You can practice the question of the same type yourself. It's given in the textbook for root 2, root 3, even in textbook root 5 also mentioned. We'll do the next type of question just after this. First copy it down. I'm giving you the time to copy it. Later on I'll give the chance to ask the questions. Fast, copy it fast. Next question is, show that next type of question. Show that 3 minus 2 root 5 is an irrational. The question is to prove 3 minus 2 root 5 is an irrational. Procedure is same. We consider, suppose 3 minus 2 root 5 is irrational. Let 3 minus 2 root 5 is a rational number. If it is a rational number, then it can be in the form of p upon q. P, q are integers. Same definition I am following. Q is not equal to 0 and p, q are prime. Now, we try to keep the value having root sign on one side and all the values we try to transpose on the other side. That's what you want. Minus 2 root 5 equal to p by q plus 3 if you are taking on the side, it will be minus 3. Root 5 will keep it alone, therefore minus 2 will take on the other side. Root 5 will be equal to 1 upon minus 2. This will be p upon q minus 3. Every value has to be taken 1 by 1 on the other side, except the value having root sign. We know that root 5 is irrational. Already we have shown the value which comes inside the radical sign are irrational. Other side we are not getting root anyway. This is a rational number, this is a rational number, this is a rational number, and we know that difference of rational numbers are rational numbers, product of rational numbers are rational numbers. Therefore, right hand side we are getting rational. We are getting irrational equal to rational, which is not possible. Which is not possible. We are getting a contradiction. And our supposition is wrong. So 3 minus 2 root 5 is not a rational number. Yeah? Now covered the second last exercise. You try to practice the question of your own. If you are having any difficulty, you can ask. And if you are not having any difficulty, then we will continue with the previous exercise next day. Thank you. And whatever the difficulty you are having, you can ask within a minute. Let me put the recording off.